Welcome back to Not So Pro Football Talk. That's who the host is, AJ.
Okay.
Right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in today. We got a good one in for you. There is so much going on in the NFL world, so stay tuned, and we're going to bring you all the dirty details happening on going on out there. But right now, we're also our attention's a little divided right now. I'm currently watching both the game 3 of the Aggies versus the Tennessee Vols. No, it's not Tennessee, something like that. Game 3 of the World Series. Hopefully, the Aggies can win. And then also watching Game 7 of the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs. And AJ's over here, being the little kid he is, watching. Is it Slam Down or what's Mondays?
It's Monday Night Raw, and I'm
Monday Night
watching the Boston Red Sox. Come on now.
Raw. Okay, my bad. Hey, what is up? Not so looking good. Why did I see Brandon in my notifications?
Brandon, did he DM you or something? I'm
I don't
assuming
know.
Brandon, one of the subscribers.
Yeah, I'm assuming too.
But yeah, pretty good to see you. Not so looking good. It's been a while, man. You need to
We missed
catch
you.
us on a
Oh,
Thursday
Brandon
video.
Ayuk.
Oh, okay. Why did? There's so much going on
So much going
with
on.
Brandon. I mean, how do we just want to dive right into it?
I guess we're going right into it.
Okay.
So we covered it last week, or you and Vincent covered it last week, I believe,
Yes.
of the video that surfaced of both him and Jaden Daniels talking on FaceTime and going back and forth about the 49ers apparently do not want Brandon Ayuk. From what we had heard after that happened was from Adam Schefter that the 49ers definitely do want Brandon Ayuk, but they are just not meeting in the middle where Brandon Ayuk thinks he should be paid and the 49ers what they want to pay Brandon Ayuk. And just we got the update today from multiple sources that Brandon Ayuk was in the building today talking to the 49ers, a meeting that he requested, not the 49ers, and talking about how the offers that they have given Brandon Ayuk have affected him. Now, upon hearing this, I think the 49ers front office, John Lynch, and everybody else over there is probably a bunch of monsters for how they have affected Brandon Ayuk through this whole process. AJ, as you are also watching Raw with Trenton Becker right now, give me your thoughts about this whole Brandon Ayuk thing. I know you've spoken on multiple times, just like you always speak about Niners players every offseason because there's always a holdout, bunch of drama queens over there in California as usual. What are your thoughts now after hearing that the 49ers have affected Brandon Ayuk?
It's pretty crazy that Dominic Mysterio is coming out of the locker room right now to come react to Liv Morgan.
Okay.
But I'll put that on pause right here. Literally pause it just so I don't miss out on this. So no spoilers in the comment section here. But I've been saying this for quite some time. I've been talking about this for weeks, and from the past, how many times have I been wrong about these scenarios with the 49ers players, right?
Always.
How many times?
Always.
Always wrong. I'm always wrong, right? Always. Safety with Debo, Bosa, Fred Warner, George Kittle. I was wrong about all of them because they're all still there. Come on, guys. But, guys, Brandon Ayuk needs to grow up. He needs to grow up. He has that thug-like mentality, and that's good on the field. But off the field, you need to put your big boy pants on. You need to listen to your manager, and you need to find what's good for you. You want to throw a tantrum. You want to act like a kid, put it on video. Oh, the Niners don't want me, dog. They don't want me for real. For real. The Niners have been talking about keeping you for the past 2 years. 2 years. And you show out last year. You do great. Congratulations. I'm very thankful of the way you performed. But the multiple occasions where you're seen or heard being said that do not forget who got you there, right? He said that in multiple occasions, talking about the Niners, don't forget who got you there up to the Super Bowl point. And he's saying that as it's him. Like, listen, bro, Ayuk, dog, homie. Wizzle, dog, you ain't the main character. That's not you. You're not the main character here. We've had you. The only difference is that we have a quarterback that can work the system. Okay, you're a big part of the story. Okay, you're here. You are a perfect fit puzzle piece to our whatever you want to call this mess of fully talented players. You're a perfect fit here. But you got to understand that football is not like basketball. It's not like baseball, right? This is a team sport. You can't be going out there saying, don't forget who brought you there, because the Niners brought you where you're at right now. Let's not forget that. I'm not going to say Brock Purdy's the answer. He's the guy who made you. No. I'm not saying Deebo Samuel's a perfect opposite end of you. He's the guy who complimented you in order for you to rise up. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not even saying that Kyle Shanahan is the reason why you are successful. I'm saying with all those pieces to put together, that is what brought you success. And that is why the Niners offered you what they did allegedly. And you got to realize that. You got to be a team player. Now, if you want to be a selfish player, then go play for the New England Patriots. Go play for the Kansas City Chiefs. Go play for some other team. I don't want that. That's What's up, Red Fed? Dude, it's been a while, man. By the way, I see some of you guys in the comment section that haven't been here in a little while. You guys need to join us on Thursdays at 8 o'clock Central Time. We are doing some live fantasy football mock drafts already. So if you guys are into it, we're into it. I mean, we got a pretty good crowd. We got a couple subscribers the last few times we went live. But bottom line, Trey, you better not spoil it.
Gonna do it.
You better not, dude.
You're gonna do it.
You better not. We're gonna take a quick commercial break and then we're gonna catch up.
Okay.
But that's what Looking Good says. Do I need to drive to the stadium and have a talk with Brandon? Absolutely. I think everyone should go have a talk with Brandon Ayuk, because let me know if I'm talking too much here, Reed, if you want to interrupt me.
No, keep going. I have rebuttals, but I want you to finish.
Yeah, go ahead. So the Niners allegedly, and these are coming from pretty good sources from the past. They're usually accurate, which we have. One of them was NFL Rumors. Another one was, I think it was actually CBS Sports. Allegedly, the Niners offered Brandon Ayuk $26 million a year. That's all we know as far as the contract terms. Is just it was going to average $26 million a year. We don't know about incentives. We don't know about all the good juicy stuff about it, right? So if we take a quick look, which we compared this 2 weeks ago, I believe. If we take a quick look at the 25, or I'm just going to say the top 8 highest paid wide receivers here. Number 1, obviously, Justin Jefferson broke the market for wide receivers, the highest paid non-quarterback in the league. After him, you got A.J. Brown, who got paid a while ago, $32 million a year. By the way, Justin Jefferson's 35. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the Sun God. I mean, you have a nickname, the Sun God, right? He's getting paid $30 million a year. Tyreek Hill. Do I got to explain Tyreek Hill? Does anyone got to explain Tyreek Hill here? No, the cheetah. Yeah, $30 million a year. That's $30 million a year. Jalen Waddle, he got paid $28.25, which I don't know what the hell the Dolphins are doing. I don't think he deserved that, but good for him. I'm glad. I think they're just trying to secure that wide receiver. Talented, but I don't think he's proven yet. After that, you got Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams, who has been consistently in the talks of the best wide receiver in the league for the past years. Devontae Adams at $28 million. Cooper Kupp. Did we forget about Cooper Kupp? I know I didn't. Even after an injury, this guy was phenomenal. $26.7 million. And after that, you got Devontae Smith from the Philadelphia Eagles, who's getting paid $25 million. So I love Max. That's freaking awesome. So you are complaining that the Niners are trying to make you the 8th highest paid wide receiver in the league in today's market, and you reject it, and now you're saying the Niners don't want you? Dude, obviously they want you, right? If you're looking for a minimum of $30 million, you haven't reached that yet. You want to prove it? Play this year. Play this year without the contract. But sign the contract, big boy. Come on, dude. Come out here, show out, play. Let this be a real legitimate contract year for you. And you know what? I think he's afraid. I think he's afraid to do it because, 1, injury. That everyone should be afraid of injury, of course. But 2, he showed out last year. He really did. Can he do it again?
All right. Getting comments again. Traden says he doesn't want to play there, apparently. I don't think that's true from what we've heard from him. He does want to play for the Niners, but he just wants to be paid like he thinks he should be paid. Red Fed says, all this talks makes me appreciate Mike Evans that much more, calling him the GOAT.
Makes me envy Mike Evans.
Mike Evans never been paid like a top wide receiver, and he's been one of the best wide receivers since he's come in the league, undoubtedly. So you guys got a great one right there. Now, my rebuttal is AJ. So you made a lot of great points. I'm not going to say you have not. But you're going off the main character thing. It's true. He is not the main character on the 49ers offense. He's not. It's just you got a supporting cast. I think sees the main character, in my opinion. And that's with Brock Purdy, then George Kittle, et cetera, et cetera. I think those Trent Williams. I think those are all more important pieces to your offense and what you got going on there than Brandon Ayuk. But Brandon Ayuk feels like he can be a main character. I don't know how many you've seen a few animes out there, AJ, but side characters die. Nobody wants to be a side character, especially when you feel like you can be a main character. If I was Brandon Ayuk, I would maybe want to try to go elsewhere and be that main character. Now, those 8 wide receivers or so that you named off, all those guys are main characters except 2, which is Jalen Waddle because Tyreek Hill is there, and then Devontae Smith because A.J. Brown. All those other guys are main characters on their team.
Well, he's going to get paid more than Devontae.
Yeah, yes. Well, say that again?
He was going to get paid more than Devontae. So it'll be one guy that really
one guy. Yeah. So all that I don't think Brandon Ayuk is wrong. I think he can be one of those guys if he was on a team where the ball wasn't shared as much. You look at Justin Jefferson; he's just force-fed, so he's able to put up the amazing amount of yards, etc. If I was Brandon Ayuk, and he felt like, hey, I can be one of those guys, which I think he does, I would want to get paid like one of those guys. Now we're talking about a difference of $5 million a year or whatever, and what does it matter when you're being paid millions and millions? But people care about that stuff apparently. Give me $1 million and I'll do whatever you want. I'll be there from dusk till dawn. Like I'll work hard, man. I'll work hard. But these other guys, they want to get paid millions upon millions and be that main character and be recognized as one of the greats. I think that's all he's going after. I don't really blame him. Do I respect the Mike Evans approach and what you're trying to go after, AJ, of just, hey, either play out this year or whatever, etc. There's a lot of things in there, but I don't think Brandon Ayuk is in the wrong here for asking to get paid one of like those top 8 guys or higher than what you guys have supposedly offered him, quotation marks, because I don't really believe all those reports. Yeah, I see both sides, but
I get that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I do believe he deserves to get paid. I do believe he deserves to get paid as a top 10 wide receiver, 100%. If he gets what he's asking for, which is at least 30 mil, remember, at least, because that's what he said, at least or more is what he wants, he should be getting paid as a top 5 wide receiver in the league. Reed, do you see Brandon Ayuk as a top 5 wide receiver in the league?
Right now, no, because he isn't on an offense that he can become a top 5 wide receiver because there's not the stats, etc. Do I think he has the talent? Yes, I think he has the talent to potentially be a top 5 wide receiver.
Okay. Where can he be a top 5 wide receiver? The only other team that I see that could potentially use him to its highest potential, well, a couple of teams out there. One is the Buffalo Bills.
Yep.
I think they're in desperate need of a wide receiver, and they already got a quarterback who can make him into a top 5 wide receiver. 2, I'm thinking the Pittsburgh Steelers. I like that move for Brandon Ayuk. If you were to move, of course, I don't want to see Brandon Ayuk move, but I don't believe they have a quarterback to get him into a top 5 wide receiver status.
Okay. So the few places that go across my mind are the Commanders, the Titans. Let's see, the Steelers was one, yes. The Patriots is another one. The Giants is another one. Going through here, Broncos is one of them. There's multiple teams out there that he could completely overtake the offense.
Correct, but then that leads me to my question, right? Do any of those quarterbacks that you name from those teams make him into a top 5 quarterback, a top 5 wide receiver?
That's to be decided. I didn't think Tua would be able to get Tyreek to be as good as he is playing right now. But look at him now.
I mean, to be fair, Tyreek does a lot of the work. There's a lot of slant routes, and no disrespect to Tua. I like Tua. I'm a Tua guy, right? And I would have Tua higher than the quarterbacks that we named off those teams, right? Because a lot of those quarterbacks are rookies. When you look into this, how bad would that be on a head coach, right? You pay a wide receiver as a top 5 wide receiver in the league. You bring him in, and he can't do much. You can't really do much because do you expect him to have Devontae Adams years without Derek Carr there in Las Vegas? I don't think he's at that level with Devontae Adams.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's just my point. I just feel like for you to be that way, and after being offered that much, because I get it, like you said, the main point of the character, side characters die. This guy's not dying. He's in a winning team, getting paid top 10 wide receiver money, talking millions of dollars per season. 26, right? Allegedly. I just don't get it. If you want to pay the guy, I think max, not your dog max. I think max salary for this guy per year is 28.
Okay.
I would not want to see this guy get paid more than 28 this season.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't be against that, but hey, he thinks he's always gonna think he's worth more than what everybody else says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like talking to your mom, right? She hypes you up. Ay, mijo, you're so handsome, you're so good, you're so out there. And then you go to high school as a freshman and you realize you're ugly as hell. I think this is what it is, bro. I think you just got to look at the mirror, face reality here. I think you could do it, but let's not get greedy. Honestly, you make a lot more money if you wait after this year.
Are you saying Ayuk is Ayuk? That's what you're trying to say?
He's acting real Ayuk right now.
Okay, all right.
You make a lot more money if you play this year in this contract that he has currently, but he won't be with the Niners.
Okay. Well, see, I think he wants to get a long-term deal regardless this year. I don't think he goes into next year without signing a long-term, just because if he plays out next year and it's not as good, then they can possibly franchise tag him. Then he's still getting paid not as high as the other guys. I think he walks away either caving in. I think at the end of the day, one of these two people's caves, the 49ers or Ayuk, I think Ayuk caves first, in my opinion.
Yeah, you already see it, right? He doesn't mind visiting other teams, seeing other teams. If that's the route you want to go, there's business. At the end of the day, it is business.
Yep.
Gonna have a lot of sad Niners fans out there, including myself.
Yes, it'll be good. Trayden Becker says, didn't he talk with the 49ers today or ask for a meeting? Yes, he did have a meeting with them today that he asked for, and they supposedly met today. So maybe within the next week, we potentially see some more news about Brandon Ayuk, whether he signs or if the gap between them is just too big. We'll see. But yes, they did meet today, according to multiple sources. And yes, they can't beat the Chiefs, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
NFL is becoming the NBA.
No. If they three-peat, then maybe.
That's what's gonna, switch your mind there. If they three-peat,
a bunch of people have won like they have. I mean, the Niners did it back in the day.
Oh, that was back in hard-nosed football, though.
Yeah.
Back when Joe Montana was getting a knife stuck down his back every freaking play.
Okay. All right, well, next up, we're going to move away from the 49ers. As usual, we talk about them all off-season just because they are one of the biggest teams, and they always have a large, notable player in contract disputes. Just, hey, it's a good problem to have. That means you have good players that are worth a whole lot, and you want to keep around. So it's a good problem to have at the end of the day. But we're going to move away from them and talk about one of the other biggest teams out there, and that's the Dallas Cowboys. Now, we're going to spend a good amount of time on the Dallas Cowboys, but the first thing we're going to talk about is Mike McCarthy and Jerry Jones. Now, there was a report earlier this week about Jerry Jones and Mike McCarthy that Mike McCarthy is fed up with the Jerry Jones meddling that he does. Now, I think any head coach that's ever coached for the Cowboys has been fed up with the Jerry Jones meddling at some point, just because that's who he is. He owns the team. He's the GM of the team. He's involved in everything with the Cowboys. And you love that passion from an owner, but it gets a little excessive for a head coach to actually try to succeed. Now, a lot of the fans have also pointed all the faults in Jerry Jones meddling and pointed the finger at Jerry Jones. I don't think Mike McCarthy's wrong here. Do I like that this type of thing is leaking out of the Cowboys? It's really not good for them. AJ, what are your thought processes on all this?
You said that these fans are pointing the finger at Jerry Jones. For as long as I remember, growing up in the Rio Grande Valley, shout out to the Pinche 956 out there, these fans have been pointing the finger at Jerry Jones as long as I can remember, right? As long as I can remember. And I get it. From what we see in a fan perspective is that we see Jerry Jones taking over the media, talking as if he's the one in charge, which he is. He's the one in charge, but not really allowing his head coach to do his job. But how much of that is impacting him as a coach, coaching these players, getting these players through the season, making head coach decisions as far as we're running this play. This guy's starting. This guy's not starting. We're drafting this player. We're not going to be going for a trade on this player. You see where I'm going with this?
Mm-hmm.
How far does that go?
Not sure.
I got some stats here. I'll go wait a little bit, but I mean, I might as well get into some of the stats. A former unknown Cowboys coach came out and said, I got it right here. Came out and said he's doing it the best he can. Talk about Mike McCarthy handling the team of the Dallas Cowboys. You're doing it the best you can. You're doing it the best you can. So you think about it. What has he done for the Dallas Cowboys? I mean, year one, big rough patch, right? Everyone wanted McCarthy out of there. That's okay. That was his first year. Every head coach gets a little slap on the wrist for the first year because that's usually how it works. They finished 6-10, right? The first year. They did not have CeeDee Lamb. And then the following year, they draft this young guy named CeeDee Lamb who snatches his phone from his girlfriend's hand because of all the side chicks that he was texting. And the Cowboys go 12-5. Things are looking up. Lost in the wild card. Things are looking up. We got a future. Following year, CeeDee Lamb has another amazing year. Dak Prescott, another amazing year. Ezekiel Elliott starting to look like he found his niche. Goes 12-5. Wins their first playoff game in I don't know how long. How old am I? How old are you?
26.
26 plus 7 years after that. Since that long, they win their first playoff game. Things are looking up. They just had bad luck. Bad luck. That's okay. We went up against the Niners. That's okay. This past year, they go 12-5. Again, no Ezekiel Elliott. Loses in the wild card. What has changed between the past 3 seasons that the Cowboys had going 12-5, 12-5, and 12-5? What has changed? Absolutely nothing. The only thing that they have done is lose players. They lost Cooper. They lost Ezekiel Elliott. They lost linemen. That's all they've done. What have they brought in? Oh, they brought in what the hell is his name? That Doug. Sorry?
Micah Parsons.
Micah Parsons. I don't know why I always forget his name. They brought in Micah Parsons. Okay, he has brought you nothing but, bad publicity outside of games and all offseason. Cowboys, what have you guys done? You made a good draft with CeeDee Lamb. You made a decent draft with Micah Parsons. Those are just single players. Look at these other teams are growing as a whole, right? You start building your team, and now they're not extending a Dak Prescott. I got some more stats here. Let me know if you're ready.
Go ahead.
The other stats I have here are for some Cowboys players. Passing yard leaders. Dak Prescott was third. Receiving yard leaders. CeeDee Lamb, second. Passing touchdown leaders. Dak Prescott, first. Receiving touchdown leaders. CeeDee Lamb, third. QB rating leaders. Dak Prescott, second.
Okay.
So, Mike McCarthy, you tell me, please, what the hell is the excuse? Are you going to be blaming Jerry Jones? Is that what we're doing here? If that is the case, Mike McCarthy, you're going to lose your job after this year anyways. You need to go up to that front office and tell that old man to sit his ass down and be like, hey, this is it. Now you're messing with my career. You want to fire me? Fire me. Fine. I'm going to get fired anyways after this season. We're going to make it to the damn bowl. We're going to freaking make it. You got to let me do my thing here. And if I don't, you can do it right now or you do it after the season because it's going to happen either way. Done. You dead man walking right there. That's Mike McCarthy is a dead man walking right now.
AJ as a head coach would be wild. Yes. If you go over to Philadelphia and watch their head coach, that is what AJ would be as a head coach, as Nick Sirianni. So much trash talk. This guy wouldn't stop.
I don't trash talk.
Yes, you do.
I used to.
You do.
I can't stand Sirianni.
Because he's you.
He's not me. He's the worst version of me.
He's Darth J.
He is Darth J. I've overcome that, Reed.
Okay.
I've overcome that. I mean, but honestly, like, I get it, right? You don't want anyone to lose their job. You don't want my methods might be a little extreme for some, but what the hell do you do here? What the hell do you do if you're Mike McCarthy? You're going to allow the same thing to happen again for the fourth year in a row, go 12-5. Great season. Can't do anything in the playoffs. You lose Dak Prescott because of that. You lose your job because of that. And then the Cowboys, unknowingly, can't afford to start all over again with players like CeeDee Lamb and Michael Parsons. They can't. They brought in Ezekiel Elliott. That is their running back this year. What the hell are you doing? You said you're going to stack up this offseason and really make a change with this team. This is what you did. This is coming from Jerry Jones, by the way, which I'd be pissed if I was Mike McCarthy. What are you doing?
Yeah, it's a dumpster fire currently, I think. Talk 49ers, please. You missed the first part. I apologize. But we are done with 49ers talk. We talk about them too much. Way too much.
Never done Niners talk.
Never. Oh, we're done.
Never.
But yeah, Jerry Jones, I kind of like what you're saying about Mike McCarthy. He's most likely, unless they win, unless they go to the NFC Championship for the first time in, 40 years or whatever. I don't remember how long it's been, 20, 30 years. Unless they go to, I like this comment. Hi, Reed. AJ 49ers suck. Love that comment. How you doing, Dizzle? It's good to see you. Yeah, unless the Cowboys make it to at least the NFC Championship, I think Mike McCarthy gets fired no matter what type of what kind of
love is overrated.
Whoa. I wouldn't be talking about like that if your quarterback was Brock Purdy.
Oh, dude, Brock Purdy over Love. Brock Purdy over Love.
I don't know. A lot of people putting Love over Brock Purdy.
Love had half of a good season.
Hold on.
Oh, we won the argument. We got
back.
Brock Purdy over Love.
I'm back. We can have that. That can be a whole episode. We won't do this right now. Back to Jerry Jones. Yes, I like what you're saying about Mike McCarthy. going up and saying, "Hey, this is my year. If I'm going to get fired after this year, let me do it on my own terms, and let me show you what I can do." I don't think no matter what he does, he's going to end up losing his job, unfortunately, just because I think they're not going to win in the playoffs. I don't know. I might put Love over Purdy. I freaking love you, traded man.
He's just doing that because he knows me and he loves jabbing me.
No. Traded speaks from the heart. But yeah, I agree with all you're saying. Needed another year of Love to solidify his status. Same with Stroud. Both show great promise, though. Yeah, I understand a lot of that. What pisses me off currently is people taking the Texans and Stroud and putting them way above, like they're in a different stratosphere than the Packers and Love. I'm like, hold up. Love had 32 touchdowns and Stroud threw for 23. What are we talking about here?
Well, but Stroud is a rookie.
Yes, and he Jordan Love was his first year starting.
But Stroud did it from week 1 all the way to the very end.
Okay, but right now, people are already putting Stroud above Love.
I would.
Oh my god.
You wouldn't?
No, I would not.
You wouldn't put Stroud above
Love. So this is my bold prediction for the whole year, okay? And this is going to ruffle some feathers around here. So buckle up, everybody. Get ready to type in the comments. In my opinion, for Jordan Love, I think the bottom, he's the MVP candidate. He's at least a MVP candidate.
Where's Vincent? I need Vince here.
He's at least an MVP candidate.
Dizzle. I have the Texans as a favorite. Thank you, Vincent. Thank you.
No. Okay, thank you, Dizzle. Thank you. Thank you, Dizzle. No.
Here's your boy Trey. Right?
No, whoa.
It's your Trey. You want to talk about Trey? That's what's going on here.
What the hell?
We got Vince. It's 2 against 1.
No.
It's 2 against 1
it's
here.
2 right here.
Okay, so you want to count us? Okay, it's 3 against 1. 3 against 2. 3 against 2 here. And Max doesn't count.
32 touchdowns last year, threw over 4,000 yards. He had a great year. Jordan Love did.
He had a.
Look at what he was playing with. A bunch of first-year, second-year guys.
Are horrible.
For a bunch of first-year and second-year guys that were just learning the offense.
CJ Stroud was a rookie.
Yes,
he was a rookie.
Yes, he was a rookie.
Tank Dell, who was also a rookie, with no running back.
At minimum.
With no running back.
Jordan Love is going to be MVP candidate.
And Nico Collins, who was basically a rookie because he got injured his rookie year. What?
I'm a Stroud guy.
Okay.
I like Stroud.
And I'm a Love guy. I like Love. You know this. But let's watch this. Let's look at the comments here. All my life, Breece Hall has more fantasy points than CMC next year. That's a huge possibility. That's a huge possibility.
You're also way too high on the Jets, though, Dizzle.
He is kind of high on the Jets.
So, but yes, that is a correct statement. It could happen.
Gotta give the pack. Oh, go ahead.
Got to give Packers coach a lot of credit to offensive mastermind. Yeah, he's finally, after Aaron Rodgers left, he's finally been able to fully take control of the offense and do what he wants to do. And you can see, I'm not going to compare him to him, so don't overreact right now, but you can kind of see where him and Kyle Shanahan are kind of, they think very similarly, I guess you could say.
Creative offensive minds.
Yes.
That's what
they can scheme guys open.
Correct.
Yes. Instead of the Aaron Rodgers, hey, just go beat your guy.
Yeah.
Which is the old school. Which is nice. But I'd rather just win.
It didn't mesh with the young team that the Packers had.
Yep.
And him and I'm not going to get into it.
Yep.
You missing some crazy stuff on Raw right now, Mondo. Oh, I have it paused right now. At minimum, Love is a top 7 QB.
In my opinion, he's a top 5. Top. Yeah, I can't right now off his first year say top higher than that. But
We get time. Let's look at the top QBs, right? I mean,
it's so hard because last year so many guys were injured. Like Burrow was injured, so everybody's like taking him way down on their rankings. It's a hard year to talk about quarterbacks after last year.
yeah, no, I absolutely agree. And I'm just looking at quick rankings, right? The first one that popped up, PFF, which we all know how we feel about PFF. What?
I hate PFF.
I do as well. I'm gonna put this right over here so we can see it. So number 1, they got Patrick Mahomes. Number 2, they got Lamar Jackson. I think that's a bit of a stretch there. Bit of a stretch is the number 2.
Yeah.
Number 3, Joe Burrow. Fully healthy, plays a full season. I can see it. We haven't seen a full season. We've only seen that once?
Once in his second year.
In his second year. Josh Allen, number 4, Buffalo Bills.
I'm fine.
Justifiable.
With that. Yeah.
Number 5, Justin Herbert.
I don't like that one.
I don't like it either.
Top 10, top 15 for sure, easily. I wouldn't put him top 5.
I think he just bolstered up after his rookie year, and I just didn't agree with it. And people are still on that high with him. Number 6, we got Dak Prescott. Okay. Number 7, we got Matthew Stafford. Okay.
I'm not against it. Whatever.
Number 8, Aaron Rodgers.
We don't know what he's going to be.
We don't. All time, we'll put him up there. But for the past 2 years,
injured.
Well, last year was injured, but the year before that with the Packers,
broken thumb. He had a broken thumb on his throwing hand.
We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Injured past 2 years. Number 9, Jalen Hurts. Number 10, CJ Stroud. Number 11, Jordan Love.
Okay. Where do they got Brock Purdy?
13.
Okay.
They have Trevor Lawrence, number 12. The highest paid quarterback in the league right now.
I hate that Trevor Lawrence is that high. That's so crazy.
The highest paid quarterback in the league right now is ranked number 12.
He's Jan O'Dell's, but good looking.
I don't even think he's good looking. He has a long face.
Yeah. You don't like long faces?
Why the long face? It's just my face.
Kansas City and Jets division winners, 377 free money. Kansas City, yes. Jets, I'm on board with you, but I don't know about putting money on it. AJ's not on that train for the Jets. AJ Rams don't scare you at all. I have a history of owning you, but no AD does hurt. You scared of the Rams?
They have a history of owning the Niners.
A long time ago.
The Niners have the best record against the Rams.
Yeah, the past 4 or 5 years.
I think the past 4 or 5 years they're 17-2. What?
A long time ago, but not right now.
Yeah, Dizzle, you're high right now, bro.
It's the Seahawks, I think, that with the Rams. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Seahawks have the Niners number for the past decade.
Not the past 2 years.
Not the past 2 years, right?
Past 2 years, you've been
catching up.
Them.
Catching up.
Cam Newton over to Jordan Love. Prime MVP Cam Newton, I think was better than a lot of quarterbacks, but
it's people like Dizzle who are the problem here, right? They think about these guys at the prime, and that's it. If they're still in the league, they're still playing. Right now, if Cam Newton was in the league, where would you rank him?
Cam Newton's league, not even
33.
He's
maybe 34.
I would give him the benefit and doubt and say 28. Because I think he could play better than what's his name that's going to start for the Raiders? I forget his name. Exactly.
I don't know. O'Connell. Adrian O'Connell.
Yeah, I would take Cam Newton over O'Connell. All right. Mahomes, Hurts, Allen, Burrow, Deshaun. I don't know about Deshaun. What? You gave him a massage or something, or you liked it, or is that why you put him that high?
Like that right there.
You lost me with and Hurts also. I'm not a fan of Hurts. He gets it's all just his massive legs and having weapons. In my opinion, that's all Hurts is.
It's the touchdowns.
Yeah, the rushing touchdowns.
It's the touchdowns.
TBH, I would rather have Kyler than Jordan Love. I don't know. Kyler Murray has only brought drama upon the team, and Jordan Love being a distraction from the moment he was drafted in the first round while he had a Hall of Fame quarterback. He's handled the whole thing with grace and answered every single question the right way. And he's been an incredible guy since the moment we drafted him. Even if Kyler was better talent-wise, which I don't think so, maybe he is, whatever, I would still take Jordan Love.
Two different quarterbacks there.
Yep. You still rank Love as a minimum MVP candidate. Yes, I still rank him at the very least. I think he can be an MVP candidate next year. He had 30. I'm pretty positive of 32 touchdowns. I know it was over 30 touchdowns he threw. Let me look it up really quickly, so I'm not putting out lies out there. 32 touchdowns,
liar, Reed.
32 touchdowns, 59 yards, and 11 interceptions, which most of those interceptions came in the front half when this offense was still figuring themselves out. It's good stats. Those are really good stats. And at the end of last year, nobody was playing better ball than him. Nobody. Roger's going to be a fucking stud, he says. We'll see. I hope he is. I hope he can do good. AJ hopes all the misfortune. He literally cheered when he had that foot cramp or blister on his toe when everybody thought he was going to be hurt. But I'm going to jump to this real quickly. MVP candidate means top 3, basically. I'm saying I can't put him top 3 right now off of last year. But at the end of next year, I think he's going to be a top 3, yes. Trevor's not that good. He's not. He's Daniel Jones. It's Daniel Jones. 78-69, 3 all-time Niners over the Rams.
Yeah, kiss the Niners, gooch dizzle.
Oof. Deshaun got to dust the cobwebs off this thing and gonna give the league a good hawk. He's back. Stroke that air.
Guitar.
Air guitar. Okay. I just don't see it. I think Deshaun's best days are back in Houston, and they did not get traded over. They were not part of that trade when he went to the Browns. They were not included. They were left, and C.J. Stroud put them on. That's what I think. Love might not have the clutch gene, though. Choked hard versus the Cowboys. He did choke hard. That last drive, throwing across over the middle. He said prior that he feels like he can make every single throw when he's on the field, which we've seen him make some ridiculous throws. I do love having a quarterback having that type of confidence, but in that situation, when I think it was still 3rd down, you still had a 4th down after that. He should have just thrown it away. Massively choked in that moment, but hey, he's a young guy, still has so much to learn, and he's about to get paid hell of a lot of money. But
a lot of fucking money.
We'll see in future years if he has that clutch gene. But he won some games last year in the 4th quarter. That Niners defense was good, man. They were good, and it was Greenlaw that picked him off twice, right?
It was Greenlaw, the guy who got injured the game after.
Yeah.
2 games after.
2 games after. So, I mean, that's a hell of a linebacker there to get picked off of from. So, it was some bum that picked him off twice. Then we have some issues here. But that's one of the best guys out there, How about the Seahawks over the 49ers?
I mean, we discussed this already. Why?
He just likes to shove it in your face.
He does. He's just that type of person. He's just a very rude individual.
Yeah.
Very, very rude individual.
That's why we kicked him off the show today. He's suspended. Deshaun is washed. I like you traded. You're back on my good side. K Joseph says, can't wait to football a little over 2 months, but I don't want summer to end. I want summer to end. This heat is horrible.
Hell
We're
yeah,
in
I want
Texas,
summer
man.
to end.
Dizzle, you ain't got the heat that we're experiencing here, man.
No.
It's horrible.
Why do you want summer to end?
Me?
Oh, no. I don't talk about Dizzle. Why don't you want summer to end? I mean,
Summer's probably nice up there. Probably
maybe.
like 70 degrees or something. Freaking wish. We get that for like 2 weeks. I knew that Hawks over Niners was coming.
It's all right. It's all right. It's going to happen. These are the years that they'll talk about the record, but we'll talk about the season these upcoming years. I think we got a very solid team for the near future. I don't know how the Seahawks are going to look. It all depends on their defense.
We had 90s feels like 100, but I'll take that over Winters. Yeah, it's horrible up here. Down here. As Training says, it sucks. The worst. So let's get back to the Cowboys. We're done talking about Jerry Jones, Mike McCarthy. Let's move on to the contract guy, Dak Prescott. He is going on a contract year where the Cowboys did not, and it looks like will not, go with an extension with Dak Prescott and let him play out this final year of his deal and potentially hit free agency. They still have the I know he cannot be franchise tag, I believe, with his contract.
No.
So he will either hit free agency if they do not try to re-sign him after season's end. So what type of he's on a contract year? We've seen either guys make or break in this type of situations. What will Dak Prescott do? Will he have another MVP candidate kind of season like he did last year? It kind of fell apart at the end. Or will he have one of the really bad Dak years where you really question everything about Dak and is he really qualified to even be a starter in the league? What do you think he's going to do, AJ?
First off, I want to address why do I have so many haters in the comment section?
It's because they love you, man.
A lot of freaking haters out here.
The haters love
you. Saw Caleb when I flicked you off. It kind of looked like this, but
whoa,
like come on, bro. Like, what happened to all the guys that used to, AJ,
family friendly. Yeah. We used to be family friendly.
We used to be, but we quickly realized that family friendly doesn't get us subscribers. That's all right. But all love, Caleb. Appreciate you here. It's been a while, man. Join us on Thursdays. We got Fantasy Football Talk. We're doing mock drafts live. You could join in with us as well. But getting back to Dak Prescott, I want to say the same thing I said with Mike McCarthy. Dead man walking, right? That's what it is. He's a dead man walking. Why the hell? We had this conversation last year, right? Let's quick pause. We had this conversation last year about the contract extensions for Dak Prescott. What happened? What happened? The Cowboys were thinking about it. You know what? We're going to give him the franchise. We're going to do it, but we can't do it again because we're unsure about Dak Prescott. We're in the offseason again. We're going to extend Dak Prescott. I don't know. We're going to let him play out this contract because we're not sure about Dak Prescott. 3 years in a row, Mike McCarthy, 12-5, losing the playoffs. Like, dude, dead man walking. Do the same thing. Him, Mike McCarthy, both got to go up there in Jerry Jones' freaking office, be like, "Listen, dude, sit your ass down. We're doing our thing. We're gonna win games. If not, then we're done. I mean, we're done anyways after this season. I don't see Dak Prescott with the Cowboys after this season. Why would they re-sign him? Even if they win one game in the playoffs, why would they? To do it again with a new head coach? A new head coach, what does he want to do? He wants to bring in his guys, right? He wants to bring in a quarterback that he could mold and turn into himself. Dak Prescott's coming into the last contract of his career, one of his last contracts. This is supposed to be the biggest contract of his career. I don't think the Cowboys are going to do it. Mike McCarthy's gone. They're going to get a new head coach. New head coach doesn't want to commit that much money to Dak Prescott, who statistically looks freaking awesome, but can't capitalize in playoff time with a great team that they have. They just won't do it. I mean, Dak Prescott, good dude. He can't show for it. I think he's done. I don't think he's with the Cowboys next year.
Okay. I think he's going to have a good season. I don't know how good of a season, but I think he will have a good season because he has one of the top wide receivers on his team named CD Lamb. So I think he is going to have a great season. But I also agree they're going to lose in the playoffs. And then it's just up to if they keep McCarthy around or how Jerry Jones feels. Jerry Jones is a very loyal owner. You saw how long they kept Jason Garrett around that building, like 5 years too long, in my opinion, for Jason Garrett. Maybe Dak Prescott continues to linger around another couple of years. But I do agree with AJ. I think there's a good chance that Dak Prescott hits the open market next year. All right. Dizzle says Cowboys defense is so overrated. It's just a lot of turnovers. A whole bunch of turnovers. That's dumb on the Cowboys' part. Who do they think they can get better? AJ, don't they have somebody on the backup role that could be better?
The answer is obvious, boys and girls here.
Okay.
You get Trey Lance in there.
Oh boy,
all right, you get him associated with that offense. Don't rush him in because it's going to be a new offense next year. It's okay. Trey Lance, that's his team. But they already said they're not picking up Trey Lance. Remember that. They're not going to extend him. So maybe Trey Lance comes back home. The Niners. They're there, Trey. Everything's going to be okay. And he becomes a backup for Brock Purdy.
Oh boy. All right. Kiddo says pay Dak and CD. Let Michael walk. He can't beat double teams. Not elite. Dak and CD. You definitely have to pay CD. Dak, it's an iffy thing. How old is Dak? He's like 35 or something now.
He's in his 30s. I'm gonna look it up.
I can't remember if it's mid 30s or low 30s.
Dak Prescott is 30 years old.
Really? Only 30? I think they should sign him. Then he's young still, but we'll see. But yeah, Michael, let him walk. He's a toxic person to that locker room. Everything I've seen from him, I think he's a horrible guy. And yes, he got completely embarrassed in the playoffs against the Packers. Zach Tom became his daddy, and Aaron Jones. AJ still can't beat me in a push-up contest. Poop's embarrassing. I'm 165 soaking wet.
You ever seen that episode of SpongeBob where he has a fake arms, right? You're just dang, dude, come on, bro! Don't challenge me to a push-up contest. That's gonna be embarrassing. It's gonna for you.
Right.
Come on, dude.
If we get 5 likes on this YouTube video,
did you check the likes prior?
No.
Did you? No. We better not have it already. If it is, we can't do it. Look at this right.
There is 0 likes.
Okay. That shows we got 2 likes.
Okay. 7 likes. If we get 7 likes on this YouTube video or on Facebook, we'll count Facebook likes as well.
This is so embarrassing.
K Dizzle, D-Man will go against. I'm trying to come up with something cool to say about you. Sorry. I blinked.
I bet it is very difficult for you to come up with something cool and nice to say about me.
We'll go against AJ in the Darth J in a push-up contest live on this show. Stay tuned. Out of this week, Draft Boys big company outing going to be Cockle Doodle Dude might get Hawk Toot. Oh my lord. I got to read the end of these things before I start reading them.
I thought he worked with all men. Oh. You do you, Dizzle.
I think Jerry Jones have too much control. That's why he suck. Even the head coach says he is losing his mind. You answered my question. Lance.
Oh my god.
Is this your dad commenting right now?
Yeah, he's not a Lance guy. Come home, Lance. Come home.
AJ does push-ups in his sleep. That Niners blood ain't no joke.
Oh, you already know, man. You're right. I finally got some support in this chat, man. Finally. Gosh.
All right. So let's say that they do move on from Dak Prescott. Who plays Dak Prescott on an open market right now? And how much does he go for? Is he looking like in the 40 mils, or is he going to get paid in the 50 mils where Trevor Lawrence is getting paid? It's hard for you not to pay him like a Trevor Lawrence contract now that Trevor Lawrence got paid.
I saw something in the comment section. I'm sorry. I saw something in the comment section. And didn't I graduate strongest in our class? Didn't I have the highest bench in our class? Strongest in our class, bro. In our class. It's me. Oh, okay. Who's out there on the market who could do what Dak Prescott does, ready for next year? I don't see it. I don't see it. Love you too. Love you too. Didn't even try. You're right. I'm very lucky. I'm a very lucky boy that no one tried. But no one's out there because Dak's going to have another tremendous year. He always does great during the season. He just can't capitalize during the games, right? I think he needs that hard-nosed coach to be like, hey, bro, you do what I tell you. You do it now. And that coach also has to make sense, right? He needs a coach like Mike Tomlin. I know those rumors, those ridiculous rumors about Dak Prescott going to the Steelers after the season, but maybe they're not so ridiculous, right? Steelers have two guys in their arsenal who they're literally paying nothing for, but if they're going to pay for a quarterback next year, and if Dak Prescott's available, hey, it may not be the worst. I wouldn't mind that, but the Cowboys won't be able to replace that. They're a rebuild. They're a rebuild. That's it. Because outside of CeeDee Lamb, who do you have in that offense?
Not a whole lot. You got an offensive line, so
yeah, that's kind of been picked a little bit. Still good.
For sure. Still they lost a lot of the old guys, but
yeah,
there's still good pieces there.
Correct. You got a decent foundation, but like again, besides CeeDee Lamb, who you got? It's gonna be tough, especially if you're starting all over again with a quarterback. Yeah, maybe
they just gotta hit the reset button.
The thing is, Jerry Jones doesn't want to do that because he's about to die.
Whoa.
He's old, and you're under all that stress with the Dallas Cowboys. Like, dude, give it a break. Go play some golf. Go relax. Enjoy your life.
Pretty sure he plays a lot of golf.
I'm pretty sure he does too, but I'm pretty sure he's under a lot of stress as well. I mean, have you seen the Cowboys facility, the golf course? That thing looks freaking.
No.
I mean, I'm not trying to sound rude. But you look at Jerry Jones, look at him in this press conference. I mean, this dude looks like Lord Sidious from Star Wars. He's about to wither away. Like, I'd be surprised, man, if he's still doing this in 5 years. I'd be damn surprised. Just give it to your son, your grandson, whoever's up next in your royalty line. You're still going to be the headmaster. You're still going to be the puppet master, whether it's your son or grandson or whoever's there.
Yeah. His sons and et cetera have been slowly taking over more responsibilities, from my understanding. Vince is gone.
He's gone.
Rest in peace.
Yep. He's joining Jerry Jones.
Yep.
He needs to be just an owner. Yeah, dude. Enjoy your life, bro. That's it.
Stop being GM.
Yeah, it's past us. He needs to talk with Bill Belichick and see what he did. Get himself a 24-year-old girlfriend. How the hell? What
They were just talking. They were talking about her homework on a plane, dude. They've been dating for 2 years.
They've been dating for 2 years?
2 years, reportedly.
No, you're lying.
No, I swear to God. I'm pretty sure that was... Remember the video of him leaving the house that got leaked? That was probably her house, dude. Or maybe that was another one of his side hoes.
What? Shout out to this old TikTok that Vince... I think this was our second or third TikTok that we ever made.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's looking good. That's freaking awesome, dude. We need to get back on the TikTok game.
Yeah. I'm trying to revive our Twitter currently.
I saw that.
Yeah.
So hurt my feelings.
What?
Yeah, you said that Debo and Ayuk were separated and hurt my feelings.
Hey, man, I was just looking for content. You were just in the
I was just in the crossfire?
You were just in the crossfire.
Understood. It's the name of the game. But
go back, go. Currently customizing some kicks, says Red Fett. Got a paintbrush, airbrush in my hand, laughing at the banter. Are you going to make some cool kicks like that?
Give us some examples of what you do, Red Fett,
Yeah,
bro.
let me
Like,
see.
Reed is coming out here. He was sporting those cheese kicks, and they're pretty sweet. Yeah, show them off, Reed. Show them off. Oh!
I got these. Did it look bad from your point of view?
The worst part was I saw it and I was waiting for it, and I was like, should I tell him? And I was like, no, I want to see it.
So I got these right here. Jordan Love on that side. Got cheese. Got these at the NFL draft. Or I brought them to the NFL draft. And Max is looking at them like they're food right now. Back up. Can you make something cool like that, Red Fett? Because I'll support your small business, man.
Yeah, dude. Show what you got on the Discord. See what's up.
We'll love to see it. All right. I'm not gonna show that one.
That's like I hear that all the time because I rock the Niners gear everywhere I go, right? Oh my god, just because it's San Francisco, you know, I hear it all the time. All the time. Don't worry, Caleb. You'll see him here pretty soon. Hopefully.
Right. But yeah. All right. Do we have anything else to talk about, or is that going to be it?
That's all I got.
That's all I got. Well, this is a good one. Red Fett, I'd love to see what type of shoes you're able to make. Hit us up in the Discord or on Twitter or social media, TikTok, whatever you want to hit us up on. Even email us. And that goes to everybody here that you can reach out to us at any time. Help me revive the Twitter. He says, I think your mom's showing you some of the wrestling customs I've done, AJ.
Yes. Dude, I need to get some like Nike Rey Mysterio shoes. You know, where like the eagle, it's like the check mark.
You're not going to get Roman Reigns?
Hey, Rey Mysterio's OG, bro. That's my dude.
Okay.
That's my dude.
I thought you were a Roman Reigns guy.
I am. I'm a big Roman Reigns guy, but
I
think he just came out with some Jordans, I believe.
Why didn't you do the 619 on your wedding then?
I'm not that flexible, Reed.
Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry to bring that up.
Get that back.
Bedtime's early are in. Game 7, it's NBA and football season repeating. No, man, it's all about hockey right now. It's Game 7. Come on. P.O. Boss, AJ can't do push-up. Boyaka.
It's Booyaka, first of all.
I'm sorry.
And I can't wait. I can't wait. I mean, we're not going to get the likes, right? Oh, dude, that was awesome. Go Niners, Purdy over Love. But hell yeah, dude, let's go.
Come on.
But I got to catch up with Liv Morgan, bro. Come on, dude.
All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really do appreciate it. And until next time, keep on grinding.